Yo, 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 what is going on, CoD Familia? It is your boy BN. Today, we are going to be giving the free-to-play peeps and community some love. We are going to be showing you our updated free-to-play world records for the entire game. As always, if you enjoy the content, make sure you throw us a lot. Thanks. So it should be stated first and foremost that the sheet that I'll be showing you in a moment is up to date as of yesterday or the day before. There are a number of updates as well that we're going to be touching on. And as always, if you are someone who has met any of the milestones that we're going to be showing, and you are free to play, meaning you have not spent a single dollar on the game, or a penny, if you will, if you want to be technical, please feel free to reach out to me in DMs. Aside from that, if you are someone who's around 25 million power as a free-to-play, and you would like to get added to our private free-to-play group that's on my Discord, it is very active. Again, these basically everyone on this list and that you usually see on the top 25, which we've now extended. I think we're going to just keep doing this kind of to the top 50. Everyone on those lists is in this group chat, along with some others too as well. And it's just a great kind of top player, long-standing free-to-play resource for those of you in the community that at least meet some of those goals, or I should say criteria. So if you'd like to get an invite to that, or at least see if you might be eligible, feel free to shoot me a DM as well. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it with all the goods out of the way. We're going to start with first T5. We'll go second, third, fourth, fifth, all VIP 15, max building tech. And then we have a new category today, which is going to be 100 million plus. And again, if you are someone who should be on this list, please feel free to message me. Again, remember, this is all crowdsourced, right? So people have to let me know if you want to be included on the list, right? We usually do an update on this every 2 to 3 months, at least for this particular cycle. So let's go and look at some numbers. So the first big announcement we have to get out of the way is that we have 4 new players that have unlocked their first T5, all within 10 days of each other. Congrats. That is going to be Fant, Pedro, Prolex. I just had to do it that way. Prolex and Camo. Again, Fant playing in LAW, Armada Wolves. I did ask Kingdom Start. I don't think I heard back from them yet. Lion, for Lionhearts, Kingdom Start was 310. Oath, the Order of Oath, Kingdom Start 207. Doesn't necessarily mean that's where they currently are, but in most cases it is, all right, unless they're saving up enough permits to move without spending. And then we got Kingdom 22, which is -FU, Freaks United. This is also where Snowman plays, who now leads that alliance. And then you can see some of the other players too as well, right? So the thing I like about this list is we start getting more added to this. Keep in mind, right, once upon a time ago, there was only 1, 2, 3, a few people on this list, right, as it would have to start out as such. Now, we have 14 players from the free-to-play community that have unlocked their first T5. However, let's talk about some numbers, because there's a couple mentions here as well. So number one is that the dates you're seeing between 3/20, which is March 20th through the 30th, 2 people actually unlocked T5 on the same day, being Pedro and Prolex. But even though they all unlocked it within 10 days of each other for their first, and most of them went mages with the exception of Prolex going Cav, you can see, look at the consecutive login dates. The range here is 447 to 783. That's almost a year difference between when Pedro unlocked, which did it the fastest out of the group, and then Camo taking the longest out of the group. Again, kind of akin to Snowball when he unlocked his 653, which again kind of shows you. I mean, Snowball started off in Kingdom 1, Prolex started off in 22, right? And if you look at these ones, right, starting off in Kingdom 34, 36 for Siggy, they did theirs 420, 440, right? Again, Ragnar still holds the record for being able to unlock fastest T5 as a free-to-play, doing it in 420 days, coincidentally also landing on 420. So yes, that is funny in and of itself. The longest so far actually would probably be Camo at this point, who's 783, right? So he's 2 years, right? What, 365? What is that? 720, 730, 2 years. So he's a little bit over 2 years it took Camo to unlock. Now, part of me feels like this is probably more closer to the standard. I think somewhere around that 600, 700, like mid high 600 to 7 to 8 is probably more around what the average is. Keep in mind, you have to understand that everyone on this list are considered, I would say, the top free-to-play players, but also are in alliances that are more top in competing. So what does that mean? Well, they're probably in alliances that are more mid spending, plus or minus from there, with some being in low mid to mid high spending alliances. A great example, Ragnar and Siggy in TFS. I mean, that's, would you consider a mid to high spending alliance? If not, people would probably just consider them to be a high spending alliance. So again, they're obviously reaping benefits. Snowball in NA with Nova Avengers, I mean, they've been a mid to high spending alliance there because they were a top kingdom in the game, right? That was previously TA and then NK and W, if it was. Forget, or NK, whoever the other one was. I'm forgetting that now, but they basically merged, right? TA started off in Kingdom 2. They ended up being the top alliance there. They ended up merging with the number 1 alliance, King, that was in Kingdom 1 early on in the beta, and then basically kept that ball rolling, right? Kept doing merges, etc., until they eventually ended up meeting NK and the second alliance for NK in a later KVK, and then they ended up doing a merge there, and that's why now they're named NA. So again, right, but these have been top alliances, top players for a while. NTS, as an example, right? I would argue mid to mid high spending alliance as well. They've been a top fighting alliance in the game for many seasons now. Younger kingdom, but again, being able to reap some of those benefits and rewards from being in the alliance as a free to play. Let's continue. We go to second T5 unlocked. Again, this is the latest addition here actually is Psycho. So he did his about a month and a half ago that you could see here. So he ended up getting archers. So I think Psycho, let me see what he went first. So he went mage, went archers second. Again, right, 603 days to get that second unlock, 620 for claws, 538 for snowman. And you could see only 4 players at the moment. And really, I probably should put, I think I should put Ragnar here too, right? I think it's one of them. I'll have to add Ragnar as well. I don't have his specific numbers as far as the date achieved and consecutive logins at the time or what unit he did, I believe, but we'll just keep that as a placeholder there as we continue. But even here, you're seeing the range 538 to 620. This is actually a little bit closer of a range. If you look at, maybe I should put the plus minus here too as well now that I'm thinking about it. So maybe we'll do that next time. We'll do something for like, I'll do a column for like 1 to 2. And then when we go to 3, 2 to 3 to see kind of what the in-between intervals are, because that actually could be something now that I'm thinking about it. If we go to third T5, Snowball, I think Ragnar's there too as well. Right, but he went infantry for third, unlocked on October 1. If we go to fourth, I think Ragnar should be here as well. We'll double check that for all T5. Oh yeah, sorry, and Snowman. So I should do Ragnar and Snowman. Let's do that. And we'll do Snowman. Again, even though I don't have the numbers yet, and I guess I have to do Snowman here too as well. Yeah, we'll do that. And that's 63,666. Okay, good. So we'll do that. And then I'll go boom, boom. And we'll do that here as well. And then 63. Okay. So if you're looking at all T5, right, there's only 2 players in the game right now that have unlocked all T5 units. That is Ragnar 666 and Snowman 63. All right, Snowman, again, now leading FU. And then you have Ragnar 666, who I think he's an Echo now. That's the last thing the update I have. But again, Looking at the dates here, 580 days for Ragnar to unlock all. I mean, that is pretty dang fast, but it also shows you how much potential spending for the alliances that he was in just to kind of help get some of that boost. It doesn't mean that it's doing most of the work. It's doing a little bit of the work, and depending on how much is being spent. But even Snowman, right, being able to unlock that 678, kind of pushing closer to the 2-year mark. I mean, those are feats on how fast they were able to do it, staying consistent as well, and keeping up with it. Now let's go over to VIP 15. So there are 9 players that have unlocked VIP 15 as free-to-plays. This is that list along with the date that they were able to do so. I should say Alliance. So Alliance, this was captured at the moment when they unlocked. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're still there. So Ragnar, again, High Cigar, Siggy, Snowman, Gotrek, Killam, Klaus, Prolex, Predator. Oh, never mind. So I should say 8. I guess that's the same person. Okay, there we go. So, no, still 9. Yeah, 9 people. There we go. That have unlocked. And Captain Snowball and then Predator. Fastest did it in 341 days to get VIP 15. I mean, that's within a year. 2 people actually did that within a year, right? Ragnar and High Cigar. And then longest was Captain Snowball. Took him 886 days to do that. And you could see here, right, unlock that on January 13, 2025, along with Klaus, January 7th. So this is just a couple months ago that they were able to get those unlocked. Then I don't know exactly what I'm doing here with max building tech, so I actually have to move that over because I don't think we're really using that at the moment, but we'll see. And then we got to give a final shout out to 100 mil plus. So Ragnar, the first free-to-play player, and yes, he is an Echo currently, first free-to-play player to unlock or to reach 100 million power. This was done, I think, 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago on the 18th of March. He was around 718 days consecutive login. And again, playing with Echo. I mean, listen, that's a feat. That's a feat. Okay, that rounds us out for what we got here on our free-to-play world records for April 2nd of 2025. A couple questions to the fam. One, are there any other metrics that you'd like to see me cover? As far as any other tabs we can add, any other types, just feel free to let me know. And as I've said, lovely reminder is that if you are someone who's free to play and you could have been on one of these lists, let me know. Number 3, remember, Discord link in the pinned comment description. If you're a free to play player around 20-25 mil and you'd like to get added to the private free to play group that I have on my Discord that is very active, a lot of the free to play talk in there, it's actually really nice. They coordinate, they give advice, and it's very supportive of one another. I'm actually really, I might get teary just talking about it, but it's just nice to see. People that are willing to kind of share what they've learned and talk about tips and tricks and the lot. So feel free to shoot me a DM for that if you'd like. That's it for me. As always, until next time, we'll catch you later.